All right, everyone, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for some real people out there, just like you and just like me. Got my old friend Brian Cole here, my old friend Vic White here from Resurrection, a Journey tribute band. These guys are great. Guys, how are you today?
Wonderful.
Great. Thanks, Dave.
Hey, I hear you guys have a big announcement to make. Is that true?
We do. We do. Vic, do you want to do the honors or do you want me to do it?
Yes, we're switching to an all ABBA format.
All ABBA. Yeah. All ABBA all the time.
No.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, we'll co-announce it. So yeah, we've now that we've got Brian in tow and we're so excited about it, we figured it's time to move on. We've kind of been in check for a little while. We would have typically done this at the beginning of the year, but now that we've got Brian in tow and he's slaying audiences and all the momentum's returning, it's time to announce the new tour. Every year we come up with a name for the year's tour, so we're announcing it now. Right,
Nice.
Brian? Right, Brian?
Still They Ride Tour 2023.
Still They Ride.
Still They Ride.
Isn't that a song by Journey?
It could be.
Wow, I was trying to figure out where I had heard that.
I never hear that one on the radio anymore, but I used to hear it all the time.
I think I think the connotation is that through a lot of adversity and a lot of doubts and fears and everything like that, we're carrying on and we're carrying on in a big way, and we're bringing that Journey experience all across the country. So Still We Ride. I mean, we're picking it up, and the shows have been great, and we're excited. We got a lot of exciting things coming up for these next shows.
Yeah, you guys have a bunch of shows scheduled, correct?
We do.
Yeah, we're going to get real busy cranking up in the summer again, David. And like Brian said, the idea first to me was like, what's an appropriate title that, evokes memories of Journey, of course, but we can tie to something, significantly to the band. And man, for about a month, I wrestled with things, and then just Still We Ride. I don't know what sparked it, but I was like, Still We Ride. Wow, that's pretty obvious, right? Because of everything we've been through, and we're still riding. But I also wanted to tie it to Journey as well. And, so the thoughts were, all right, we tie it to Journey, obviously, because it's from the Escape album. And the song is about, Jesse's riding through his old whole town, and he's cruising the street like he used to as a kid. And he's seeing the kids of today doing the same thing, and it's just making him remember his childhood. So it's all about cruising in cars. And I remembered one of the coolest images in the Escape liner notes was that of this space bug. Journey always kind of had this space scarab that seemed like alien-esque. Well, in Escape, in the liner note, they made it a ship. And, and it was this image in the liner note, right? Who's not seen that, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
And I thought it was the coolest image. I just thought it was incredibly cool. So I thought, well, let's design our own graphic, and let's make it evoke memories of that graphic, but let's also tie it to the meaning of the song, which is cars. I said, well, what car looks closest to that bug, and how can we kind of use that image and tie it to the tour name? So Jeff Langston is an old buddy of mine in South Carolina, my hometown of Orangeburg. We were big Journey fans back in the day. We played music together, and I told him about it. He's gotten into graphic design, described to him what we wanted, and here we go. This is what he came up with.
Very nice, very nice. So what do you think
of
about
our tour bus is going to look like too? No.
Oh, you guys actually ride on the bus together? Wow, that's camaraderie right there. Most bands don't do that. They have
everything. It's great.
They fly in separately.
Fly to the next gig.
You got Learjet flying in.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the former Resurrection and this new Resurrection? There's a lot of energy. There seems to be a lot of excitement. Are we just saying it's Brian Cole, like the amazing Brian Cole?
Well, I think we
So
owe it to Brian that we're continuing, and we're certainly giving a big nod to the fact that he's new. Obviously, we did a big announce a couple weeks ago, and you helped us with that as well, letting people know how excited we are. Not only because Brian sings magnificently well, as people have heard, but he's also just a true die-in-the-wool Journey fan, like since he was a kid, like when it was really happening in real time, kind of like I was. But I have to admit, he might trump me on Journey fandom. I think we both know a few little nuggets, but I guess, David, when you ask what's different, I think it's still evolving. It's an evolution. See what I
Oh
did there?
no, not the Evolution tour. No, you guys, come on. There's so many of them. You could escape reality, right? You could be on the new frontier. I mean, these are just there's a million of them.
But we plan to play to infinity, but
hey,
jeez.
we're just we just keep on running.
That could have been the name too. I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Well,
Yeah.
if I can interject this, I think that I think the fact that and I think the band in general is just truly excited, and we're seeing the excitement in the fans, because this music, obviously, if it wasn't for Journey, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So, we owe it obviously to those guys. I think the fans are just excited, and we're excited because we're having so much fun. And I think that translates throughout the organization. So it's not just one person. I think it's a team, and I think that Resurrection was a band in need of a singer, and I was a singer in need of a band, and we came together as a team, and we said we're going to win the Super Bowl no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Go ahead, Vic.
Well, I was going to say, what's different, and there are some things that are different, David, and I think some of it will have to evolve organically as we develop chemistry. I don't want to script every minute of the show. A lot of the things that we used to do evolved over years of playing, but there is some early chemistry in the band, and we are making some effort to do some songs, some deeper cuts that we've never done before. Do things that are personal to Brian, personal favorites of Brian, and then songs that fans have asked for over the years that we just haven't done yet. So those are going to pop up on the tour. We've already got one that we're adding next week that we've never done before. So, as far as new material, people will see more and more of the deeper cuts kind of pop up that we haven't done before. We've made a decision as far as, Brian, aesthetically not to don the wig. And that's a big decision. I think, David, I guess there are lots of Journey tributes, and there are different things that people look for in a Journey tribute. I know I had seen two before we ever started, before Resurrection ever started. I went to see two because I was a Journey fan, and one of them made no attempt at all visually to replicate anything. No red piano, no double drums, no Steve Perry outfit. It was just, we're a band and we're playing Journey music because we love it, and that's fine. Personally, I like having the visual props of the red piano, the double bass drum. I think when it comes to Steve Perry, I think with Brian, I mean, Brian's got the same color hair, and it's like, he can evoke Steve Perry with just that. We don't need to go the wig route. And, some fans have come to us and said, hey, man, I'm so glad you're not doing the wig. I thought that was taking it too far. Some people have criticized that we're wearing the tails now. It's like, well, so I would say for each, yeah. But what's that?
I do. I love it. I mean, when we found the actual, we found a company that made the cheetah print shirts, Schlitz Designs. I wanted to give them a shout out. They make it identical, and I was so happy to wear that shirt because personally, as a Steve Perry fan and as a Journey fan, when he came out on the Escape tour and wore that T-shirt, for me, that was just like, that is a badass shirt. I want one of those, and we finally found one, and we love it.
Yeah, that's, visual representation, at times, like you say, it can be taken a little too far. And other times people are like, hey, I want this to kind of look and feel like Journey. But I think the most important part of Resurrection is it sounds like Journey, which I think I think trumps all of the props and the costumes and whatever else that you can
Right.
do. You close your eyes, and Vic, I'm hearing maybe Steve Perry in his prime. You know, I'm hearing somebody who loves the sound, who understands all the vocal licks and nuances that Steve Perry had, and that's something really that I honestly think is what probably gets people to want to go see a Resurrection concert. What say you?
Well, thank you. I mean, I honestly, you know, I've sung this music all my life, and so for me, I feel like I'm in Journey. You know what I mean? Because the music is done so well, the attention to detail, and for me, I'm just singing the way that I sing. So it for me, I hate to say that it's effortless, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? Because it's who I am, and it's the music that I grew up singing. And so for me, it's exciting. And it's exciting to be up there and play with a band that plays it the right way. So I want to bring my A game, or as close as I can every night. You know, this is my instrument. So, you know, I've gone over and beyond, you know, taking care of my voice, because I want the longevity. I want this to carry on another, you know, 10 years or so. You know what I mean? We want to keep this going.
Yeah.
So I'm having a blast, and I think it's fantastic, and the excitement is real. It's not contrived in any way. It's exciting every single. You should see us backstage. You know, we're all like, yeah, you know, especially Vic.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Times I have to remind him we're on a hot mic, you know. So
yeah,
you know, he's going, yeah, you know, and you can hear it in the. Like, Vic, it's a hot mic. You know,
David, I coined this when we first started the band. I called it rock and roll play. Is what I called it. Because you know, it's like, you know, it's like a cover band on steroids. You know, cover bands play music that they love, hopefully, that they love playing, and it's a nod to the bands that they of the music that they play. And with us, it's just a step further. It says, well, look, we love Journey music. How fun would it be just to play all Journey music? What a rush it would be to find an audience that we could play the song Escape for and get a reaction. I mean, you can't go into a typical club and play Escape. People look at you, what is that? You know, 10% of the audience will know what it is. Well, we go into a theater with 1,000 people in it, and almost everybody knows the song. How cool is it to play Escape for a live audience and get that reaction when you loved it as a kid? And so, you know, it's we're rock and roll playing. We're not rock stars. We're playing the role of rock stars. You know, Neil and Steve and Jonathan, they're the real stars, and but we love playing the music, and because it's fun to play.
It really is.
Now, on that note, you guys obviously are launching a tour. Where does this tour start? How many dates are there, and how can folks get tickets for it?
They're the dates.
There you go. Okay, so that was. Let me shut up. Go ahead, talk, Vix, and show the sign again. Sorry, because you were out of the shot.
No, that's okay. That's the back of the T-shirt with all the tour dates. We're officially kicking off the tour at 3rd and Lindsley on May 27th. We're putting all the towns on the shirt that we've played this year. There are a few shows that we've already played. You know, Hagerstown, Maryland, which was the first full show Brian did, certainly deserved to be on the shirt. So it's there. And so right now we've got about 30-ish confirmed dates, and we're adding dates every day. We just added 2 dates, one yesterday and one today. So we'll get the contract signed, and so you know, we're back at it, rolling hard, and can't wait for the shirts to come out and send you one day.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll wear it proudly. The other issue is you guys are more of a national band, right? You're not just a regional band. You guys will go all across the country. Is that correct?
Yeah. Maryland, New York, Alabama, South Carolina, Kentucky, Arkansas, Indiana, Kansas, Ohio, Minnesota, Georgia. Yeah. We played.
Nice. So it's like a tour of the United States. That's
Absolutely.
you know what, it's good that there's journey music out there people want to see, and I would probably guess somewhat more affordable than the big concerts are. Right? Should I not say that?
No, I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be as expensive as a Journey ticket, but my thought is that you go see both acts, and I know that people go see us that hadn't thought of Journey in a while, and because Journey doesn't come to some of the towns that we come to because we get to smaller areas a lot. And people go, oh my goodness, wow, I remember how much I love that material, and they'll go download an album or they'll go see Journey again. So,
Yeah.
and I know that for a fact. I mean, we encourage it. We let people know when Journey's in the area, and we encourage them to download their music and rekindle the fandom that had always been there. Maybe it was lying dormant for a while.
Right. So, where can people find out more about your band? Like, bookmark the information, or go to Facebook, or go to a website. Well, how would fans do that?
Right.
We have the official website, which is notjourney.com, and we do have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook fan page, and then we also have Instagram. So
yeah,
Journey Friends is the Instagram.
Yeah, Brian's been working on the Instagram page. So what we intend to do, David, is there's a tour tab on the notjourney.com page, and we'll get that updated shortly. We don't have all those dates on there. We're kind of waiting for right now to get it updated because we wanted it to coincide with the tour announce. But they can go to that tour tab. They can also join the newsletter. If they email us at booking@notjourney.com, or they can just go to the website, notjourney.com, and go to I think it's contact tab, and there'll be a place to enter themselves, join the mailing list. And once a month, we will email the upcoming month's dates with ticket links and all that. So that's a good way too.
All right, guys. You know what? I appreciate so much you coming on to make your announcement here. It's pretty cool because
I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I really, I do think, folks, this is the premier Journey tribute band in the United States right now, by far. So you've got to go and check them out. Journey's taking a bit of a hiatus. They got a couple of dates coming up, but then I think they've got one final date in Utah, which is like a month or so after the 2 dates they have coming up. So there's a nice gap in there for folks to check out Resurrection, right? And
yeah,
you guys,
and folks that are going to be in Arkansas and also Indiana, we're going to be there, both states, this weekend coming up.
Very cool. Wow. All right, guys, you got to get down to Florida at some point, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're working on Florida. We're working on hard. We're working on Texas. We got to get some connections going, but we've got interest in both states. We'll work it out. We're going to get you in the audience, Dave.
All right. That would be awesome. That would be a nice change of pace right now. Guys, I appreciate you being on. Any last words before we wrap things up?
Brian,
take us out.
Brian.
Take us out, Brian Cole. Sing something. Sing Still They Ride.
Yes, they ride.
Go.
Through the night. So anyway, Dave, thank you. And I just want to encourage people to support your channel, because you support live music and you support people just like us and other independent artists. And the industry needs more guys like you. And I know that I've said that many times, but I know that we in Resurrection really appreciate you. And I just encourage people to support your channel and keep this alive, because you're the real deal, man. And we love you. And, we just want to see you succeed as well, for supporting great music and keeping this all alive. Because without you, there's not very many outlets. So, thank you.
Well, I guess you need to encourage people to try to break the algorithm here. Just
Break it, baby. Break it.
Watch the video, share the video. Vic, any last words before I let you go?
I just echo the same thing, David. We were very appreciative of the time you've had on twice for significant content right now, and we need all the publicity we can get right now, and make sure everybody knows what a great singer Brian is, how excited we are to start traveling around the country again. So thank you for helping us announce this today.
And let me just throw this out there too, because I think it's important to say is that, you know, we really, you know, a big shout out to all the fans that are coming to see us at these shows. They're screaming their heads off, and they're dancing in the aisles, and they're raising their hands, and they are just as vocal as we are on stage, and they're having a blast, which in turn makes us even more jazzed about getting up there and doing what we do night after night and week after week, month after month. I mean, it just is, it's a blast, and we appreciate the fans that are coming out and seeing us. So we just encourage everybody to come out and have a good time and listen to the music that was part of all of our lives.
Yeah, amen to that. I can't add anything to that. Again, I want to thank my special guests, Brian Cole and Vic White from Resurrection. You can see them out on the road. Thanks so much, guys. Best of luck. God bless you both out there with all of those crazy journey junkies.
Thanks, buddy.